at least with the couples I'm working with, are definitely trending more towards simple. That's almost always the word that I hear. I'm sure you probably hear this too. We just want a simple wedding, but also what simple means to you is going to be very different. So it's like, well, that doesn't tell me much, but gives me an idea of kind of what you're thinking, which usually by that they mean, that they're not looking for like anything grand or show stopping. They're not trying to make a statement. And also wanting, and fun. That's the other word that I hear a lot. More, I feel like, and that couples are bringing up, and a real focus on the guest experience, which I love. That's always a focus for like me as a planner, and tends to be the couples that like I work better with are the ones who want to make sure that obviously they have a good time and that their guests enjoy themselves and aren't maybe as worried about the aesthetics or the look. Like we want it to be pretty, you want it to look nice, but that's not the priority. And so that looks like, bringing in a band, which adds that kind of extra level of engagement. I have a couple who they're having dueling pianos at their wedding,
That's
which I'm
cool.
really excited for.
I like that.
Yeah, and so it's something, something
It's
different.
unique,
Yeah, bringing in entertainers. I mean, like you can have, I think also couples just don't realize what's possible. But I mean, you can have magicians, you can have like aerial artists. Like if you're, I wasn't say fire spinners, you have to have a venue that allows some fire spinners. But
maybe outdoors.
Yeah, so it needs to be outdoors. But it's like the possibilities are endless. And now we're seeing, more of the the live paintings, like the painters who come and will paint your wedding, or the folks who do guest portraits where they'll draw all of your guests, which I think is really sweet.
That's a very good,
that's a good favor.
It's a good touch, like talk about being able to go away from a wedding instead of like a favor that's on a table, like go away with a portrait of yourself. Like that's really cool.
Yeah, like that's something that like they'll actually want to like keep, rather than like
they might actually frame that.
Rather than it's like, oh, good, another koozie, whatever, and like and no
or mints or
yes,
something.
Yeah, and like
I mean those are nice.
Yes, and no offense to people who do that, like if that's what you did for your wedding, especially if that makes sense for like you and your partner, and that has like some significance to you and your guests, and that makes sense. But I think that's part of it also, is like not just having favors, or really honestly not having anything for your wedding that's just for the sake of having it.
Right.
Like I think everything should have a purpose.
Yes.
And if it's not, then get rid of it. It's not like, why is it there?
Right.
And really being intentional about each piece of the wedding, which also, influences budget as well, because it's like, why are you paying for something that isn't meaningful to you? Like put that money somewhere else.